Hey, what's up everyone? Hughes from ET Card Collector. So I haven't done a video in about 3 weeks. It's been a whirlwind couple of weeks for our family. I'll tell you a little bit about it here in a moment. I did go to a card show today over in North Richland Hills. It was a small show, maybe, I don't know, 60 or 80 tables. I bought some vintage. I bought some stuff for sets I'm working on. And then I bought a pretty nice one-of-one PC card. So I'll show all that in a minute. But over the last couple of weeks, I've been here and there, hit and miss. I went about a week or so without watching any YouTube videos or doing anything. Emily's dad passed away, so today is Sunday, July 12th. He passed away back on June 30th, and so Tuesday will be 2 weeks. Very sudden, very unexpected, just passed away. And so for over a week, we were dealing with that. We were out in East Texas with her family and her mom and brother and sister, just spending time with them and getting everything set up and doing the, arrangements and the funeral and just being with family. So that took a little bit over a week. And then yesterday, my family came into town. We went to the Rangers and Astros game last night. It was a fun game. Astros won, which, you can see diehard Ranger. It hurt, but hey, it's just a ball game. And so it was still fun with my family. So, a little bit about the Rangers. We're at the All-Star break now, and they're a game and a half up in first place. And I really didn't think that would be the case this year, with all of the injuries, the pitching staff struggling. I don't know how they're in first place, but we're halfway home, and they are. They're a game and a half up on, like I said, Seattle, and I think 2.5 maybe up on the Astros. So, it's been a fun season. It's been a long season, a stressful season. But right now they're in first place at the celebratory halfway point, if you will, with the All-Star game. I'm not big on the All-Star stuff. I don't watch the Home Run Derby, and I'll probably watch some of the game, but not really big on all that. I just like line up with your 25 guys, put the uniform and go to work. That's what I like to do. Also in Dallas, Arlington, we have the soccer FIFA World Cup. It wraps up a week from today. Dallas AT&T Stadium will host one more match, Spain and France, I believe it is, on Tuesday. So Emily's covered 3 games, 3 matches so far. She was supposed to have one Monday of last week, and then the Friday before, Monday of this past week, and then the Friday before that. But she had to miss those, obviously, with her dad's passing. And so she's still been enjoying it. Didn't know anything about soccer, but, has been enjoying going to the matches. They put them up in a suite for part of the match, which is always nice. And so she's really enjoying that. So yeah, that wraps up a week from today with the final, I believe, in New York, New Jersey, somewhere like that. All these stadium names are weird because they're not actually in the town or the name of the stadium. Like at AT&T Stadium, it's called Dallas Stadium. So, but anyway, good season so far for the Rangers. World Cup's been fun. I finally got back into doing some cards after, like I said, about a week and a half break. I got some mail in late this past week from stuff I'd bought before Emily's dad passed. And then I went to a show today. And so I just wanted to show you some cards. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about what's going on sports-wise. Next weekend is the Dallas Card Show. I'm planning on going to that at least a couple of days. I will not be going to the National this year. I went last year, had a lot of fun. My first National, first trip to Wrigley. That was a blast both ways. Just wasn't in the books this year. We wanted to, but it just didn't work out. So I'll just go to the Dallas show next weekend and, spend my card money there. But I'm rambling, so I'm going to stop that. I'm going to turn this camera around and show some cards. All right, so we will start with the only non-sports card I've gotten in the last couple of weeks. This is a set from the late 1950s. I believe 57, 58, somewhere in there. It was all Elvis Presley. So my dad keeps his radio station on the Elvis station on the radio. And so anytime I'm with him, we listen to Elvis. And I've just kind of gotten to like his music over the years. Very popular. And I didn't know this card set existed until recently. And this is the first one from that set. The next few cards I'm going to show are just random assortment of 70s in chronological order by year. We'll start with a 70 Topps Hoyt Wilhelm, a 70 Topps home run leaders of McCovey, Aaron, and Lee May, and then a 72 Topps of Stargell, Aaron, and Lee May. So these two cards were $1 a piece, and anytime you can get a Playing Days Hank Aaron card for $1, it's almost a must. The next couple are 73s, Louis Aparicio and Don Sutton, and then a 76 Dick Allen, 77 Willie McCovey, a 77 Lee Brock, and then a couple of 79s, Eddie Murray and Pete Rose, and also Rod Carew. So these 76s, 77s, and 79s will go into my sets that I'm building, into the notebook there with the sets. The next three cards I got are for my Nolan Ryan collection. This one is a 1977 Topps Record Breaker. I don't have this one in either the set or the collection of Nolan, and it'll go into the collection first, and then I'll find one later for the set. Same thing with this card, 1978 Topps League Leaders with Phil Niekro. Again, I don't have this in either my set or my collection, so it'll go into the collection first, and then I'll find it later for the set. The other one is the Nolan Walter Johnson all-time record holders. I actually picked up 3 of these from the same person. So I got one for the set, one for the collection, and then one extra. And then my big pickup of the show today is an Ian Kinsler Topps Archives Signature Edition. I don't know if you can see it right there. 1 of 1. It's showing right there. 1 of 1 on-card autograph from Bowman International. So that's what I got for you. A little bit of vintage and a nice 1 of 1 PC card. So I appreciate you looking, and so long.